So why don't we go down to the field for a post-game interview between Maria Taylor and an unusually hyped Nick Saban. I haven't seen this guy this happy in a long time. Folks, go ahead, take it away.
What answers did you have about your quarterbacks after watching both of them play tonight?
Well, I still like both guys. I think both guys are good players. I think both guys can help our team. All right, so why do you continually try to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to, so quit asking.
I hear you.
Whoa. First of all, thanks to ESPN for that. I mean, what the hell just happened? It all seemed like it was going so well. A nice, easy beatdown, 51-14. Nick seemed to be pretty happy about things. And all of a sudden, Nick Saban goes Nick Saban, and he does it mid-answer. Listen to this guy. Like from 0 to 60,000 in a matter of seconds. We were about 3 seconds from Saban ripping off his clothes and lighting himself on fire just to show how angry he was and how outrageous that question was. I mean, hold on. Let me get the exact words so you can see just how insane and how unprofessional this was. Now, brace yourself, because there's no way Nick Saban snaps unless the question really crosses the line. Maria Taylor says, and I quote, now seriously, hold up for a minute. Are you ready for this? Make sure you get the kids out of the room because I'm about to read the question that made Saban snap. Here is the question, quote, what answers did you have about your quarterbacks after watching both of them play tonight? End of question. That's it. That's all there was. A reporter asked the coach, what answers do you have about your questions after watching both of them play tonight? And this guy's response is to yell at her and say, quit asking.
Quit asking.
I mean, dude, come on. She's not looking to fight you. She's asking a really simple question, and you're taking it like it's a reason to go. A purely professional and totally harmless and innocuous question, and one that you had to know was coming because we all did. You know, that was no more offensive than plastic or paper, sir. Oh, I think both bags can help our groceries, all right? So why do you keep trying to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to. Quit asking.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
I mean, come on, Nick. Look, I'm not even going to get into the fact that the whole reason the quarterback situation is a topic is because this guy refuses to make a public announcement one way or the other, and that's all on him. Well, actually, I will. If you just pick one, people will stop asking which one it is. Until then, they will. So you should expect it and have a much better answer ready when that question does come, Nick. Hey, Nick, I know you think the world's out to get you, but it's not. It just wants to know who your quarterback is going to be because, as the world knows, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you really don't even have one if you don't pick one. So just pick one. I mean, that's not even like a hard question. That's not even a hard decision. I don't think you need to be Nick Saban, the greatest coach ever, to make that decision. That is not a hard decision, just like that's not a hard question. And something else. You got to stop right now with the, oh man, it is hilarious when Saban goes there. It is hilarious when Saban gets that red ass with the media. It's not. And it's not that I'm a member of the media. It's just that it's not funny. It's not hilarious. I mean, some losers may have thought that was funny a long time ago, but the clock has long since run out on that being so amusing. It's tired, it's played, it's lame, and the fact is, it never really was funny or cute. And it's not ornery either. The interview, and check this too, this is important. The interview was not about him protecting his players. The interview was not about him wanting to win. You know what that interview was about? The guy being a jerk. The guy being an a-hole. There's really no reason to justify that. You don't have to be a jerk to show how badly you want to win. Give me an example. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's not a jerk. And believe me, Steve Kerr wants to win as badly as Nick Saban does. Believe that. I mean, seriously, man, knock it off. You're a 66-year-old man. Act like it. Part of your job is to answer questions. And that's a really simple question. And you responded like she just punched you in the face.
Knock it off!
That was not beneath him. That wasn't unusual. That was par for the course. What would have been unusual would have been if he just actually answered the question. Man, it's such an act. It's so contrived. And if it's not, it's even worse than I thought. Yeah, I know. He reportedly reached out to Taylor and apologized, but no credit for that. That's the least he could do. And his explanation yesterday took some of the shine off of that allegedly noble act, because he did say this in part.
If I get asked to vilify a player and make another one a crown prince publicly, I might not respond to that, and I need to learn a better way to respond to that, and I will in the future.
I mean, come on. Who was asking you to vilify a player? Who was asking you to vilify anybody? Who was asking you to make another one a crown prince? I mean, Nick, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? That question could not have been a bigger softball. It couldn't have been more innocuous. You were asked about how your quarterbacks played. Nobody asked you to vilify anybody. You were asked how your quarterbacks played. Man, get a grip.
Get a grip.
You're the alleged greatest college coach ever. I'd even argue that you are. But you're the greatest college coach ever being asked the easiest question ever. Just to answer it. Freaking do your job. Part of your job is to act like a damn professional and answer questions when they're posed to you. I saw one professional in that exchange, and it wasn't you. That's easy. That's easy. You won 51-14. You look great doing it. A reporter asked you on the sideline, a throwaway question, literally. Hey, what do you think about your quarterbacks? How'd they play?
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Quit asking? Quit asking how your quarterbacks played? Are your running backs off limits too? Can we ask you how your defense played? Reminds me, way back in the day, I did an interview with Will Clark when I got started in local radio, and he hit me with the same thing, man. Why do you ask so many negative questions? I'm like, why don't you just submit the questions ahead of time, and I'll just ask those? Way back in the day. That was way back in the day. I mean, come on, Nick, you've done this a long time. You won a lot of championships. Everybody knew that question was coming, except apparently you. Just answer it. And again, nobody asked you to vilify anybody. Nobody asked you to make one kid look bad over the other kid. The question just was very open-ended. What do you think about how your quarterbacks played?
Quit asking.
Quit asking. Quit answering like that and just answer it normally and it will go away. Or better yet, just make a decision. That's the other part of it. It's not that hard. It's very clear who the better quarterback is of those two. Nothing against Jalen Hurts. Solid guy. Great teammate. Really good quarterback, actually. But it's not like that's a hard decision to make. Dear Rome, quit asking me questions and don't talk to me, all right? Yours, Ryan Lee, Nick Saban.
Don't talk to me, all right? Knock it off!
Ryan Leaf at least owns that. Ryan Leaf has at least learned. Nick hasn't learned anything, apparently. Aaron in Omaha wore Saban's long hair, not covering that red ass. Again, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not humorous. It's not ornery. It's just a guy being a jerk. It's a jerk move. Ryan in Houston tweets, hey, Saban, Stones or the Who?
Quit asking.
That's a tough question. That's a hard question. I see both sides of that. Hey, Nick, Stones or the Who? Come on, man. Stop asking.
Quit asking.
Quit asking.
Quit asking.
Stop asking me to vilify Roger Daltrey.
Quit asking.
Stop asking me to make Mick Jagger the crown prince.
Quit asking.
And to vilify Pete Townsend. Quit asking. Yeah, in the meantime, after all that, they look great. All the guys they lost, 12 guys to the draft, 4 first-rounders. Any questions about that rebuilt defense? I mean, they looked awesome. They looked great. really good quarterback play. I mean, all positives until that. You brought that on yourself, Nick. That's not the media. It's not the rest of us. We're not all out to get you. You brought that on yourself.